I said it before, but I'll say it again. I'm in New Zealand. I have to laugh. I have been planning this trip for probably a year, on and off, here and there. A couple months ago, I was like, I should just go on it. I booked a flight. I booked my life for the next 2 weeks, which is a van. Oh my god, I'm living in a van. I kid you not, I called my family last night and I was like, I think I've made a mistake. I was like, oh my lord, I am living in this thing. Obviously I did research and I thought about it, knew little things here and there, but like when you get to it, you're like, oh my lord, no, this is me. To be honest, it's actually grown on me in the last night. I arrived yesterday at about midday, but I was really tired, so I kind of just picked up my van and the plan that I had kind of went out the window. I'll circle back on that because I want to do like a massive debrief on kind of how I got here. Basically, I flew into Christchurch. I've driven from Christchurch to my campsite, from my campsite to Lake Tekapo where I just was, and now I'm off to Lake Pukaki, but it's about like another 20-minute drive, and then I'm there for the night. When someone says they're traveling New Zealand, this is what they mean. I have now arrived at somewhere called Lake Pukaki, and it's a little overnight camper van parking area. This is the story of how I got here, like actually here, not just the pre-story. This is another story. So I woke up at 3 a.m. in Sydney, caught the plane at like 7 in the morning, flew to New Zealand. Mind you, I got through like luggage, customs, all this kind of jazz in 20 minutes. When has it ever taken anyone in this entire world 20 minutes? Got through there and I was like, brilliant. So now I just chill. So I chilled for 3 hours, got the plane. Then Juicy Shuttle came and picked me up. Mind you, it was only meant to take like, I don't even think it was meant to take that long. 10 minutes, 15 minutes max to pick up the van. It took nearly 2 hours to pick up this van because they were just getting people and I was like, oh my lord. So alas, that took a lot longer. So by the time I got onto the road, I was tired and I was like, I'm an hour away from the campsite that I wanted to go to. That's not safe. So I googled another campsite and found one in Ashburton Lakes. But you know what? Lovely campsite. I've learnt now to get to places way before the light disappears because oh my god, getting there yesterday, and that's why I couldn't drive too. I was losing the light. I had like 30 minutes left of the light and 20 minutes to get to the next campsite, the one that I was going to like after my original one. I was like, I just need to like leg it and go. And then I've driven to Lake Tekapo for a beautiful view. Oh my god, that water was gorgeous, beautiful blue. And now I've driven to Lake Pukaki, which is something that I kept seeing all over my For You page. It was just this campsite and like, yeah, I see why. It's stunning. Tomorrow I'm driving again from here to Mount Cook. I'm hiking the Tasmin Glacier and then heading to a campsite again for the night. That's the plan for tomorrow. I just made it to my first hiking location, which I'm very excited for. I'm at the Tasmin Lakes and there's 2 tracks here, the one that leads down to the Tasmin Glacier and then the one that leads to the Blue Lakes. But for now I'm going to get out of what I'm wearing right now because it's not warm enough and it's not hiking appropriate. I'm literally wearing jeans and my Sambas. So, not Sambas, Spezials. And then let's go hike. Ah, I'm so excited. It's a little bit chilly this morning. It is -1 degrees and the top degree today is 0. So that's really fun. But this morning I'm just putting together my little pack. I'm going to hop and skip to the bathroom, to the kitchens, and then I'm going to drive out to the Hooker Valley track actually this morning. I made it back to the van and I've packed away pretty much everything. There's a few things that I just need to tuck in. Like I'm using the sink as like a place where you put a bunch of stuff so it doesn't move around as you drive. But I've packed away my bed and then my suitcase and all of that's chilling. There's an access point to Lake Pukaki and that's where I was staying last night, but I was staying on the other side of it. And I'm thinking that I should just take a walk before I have to check out. We made it for a 15-minute trek. Made it to the lake. Don't mind my hair, I had to tuck it up and away because I needed to put this hood on because it got a little chilly. A little bit chilly. You're kidding me. The water is just like right there. I love it. I was like slightly embarrassed at first. I was like, I'm gonna be pulling out a towel and stretching. And I'm like, why does it matter? Why does it matter what I do? Is it affecting anyone? No. So I pulled out my towel. This is not the towel that I'm using to bathe with, obviously. And I'm just doing a little bit of a stretch out sesh on the grass. I haven't stretched. And I'm feeling it. So before it gets too cold, before I have tea, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a 10-minute stretch out sesh. The weather right now says that it is -1, but feels like -7. Oh my god. I'm sitting outside. I've just had my dinner, a bit of an early dinner. It's only 6 o'clock. Today was really beautiful. Seeing that first swing bridge was actually beautiful for the lake as well, Mueller Lake. I was enamored by that. And then I came back out to Kae Point, which was actually really beautiful. I'm really glad that I did that because it was just a gentle hour-long kind of walk, but you get to the end of it and it's just a beautiful view. You see Mueller Lake and then you see Mount Cook as well, like right in the middle, which is insane. And it decided to actually come out and say hi. Just like, it was so funny. The low clouds were at the bottom, obviously, and then just the peak. That was my day. And then I came back to the campsite and I've been pretty much just chilling ever since. Kid you not, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Put my alarm on for 7:30 and I woke up and I was like, no, it's too cold. It's currently -2 degrees and today is like a really chill day. My only plan is to hike the Tarns trail. I'm gonna take it really slow only because it's stairs and I don't like stairs. I'm not gonna hike until like midday when the sun actually decides to come on out. It is now nearly 11 o'clock. I had a good morning actually. The sun is actually out and said hello and it's got some warmth to it. So I ended up setting up a towel and just sitting outside with my little breakfast and just soaking in the sun, eating breakfast, and then a cute little bee decided to come over and say hello. Now I am packed. I've packed my bag. I have multiple snacks. I have lunch. I have water. I think I'm good. I think I've been up here for probably a good hour if I had to guess, but it was needed. I just wanted to catch my bearings, have lunch, snack, and then I ended up falling in conversation with so many people. And 3, 2, 1.